sealed on the 26th of April. Now before we touch base with our experts in the studios, we've got a team of reporters covering the length and breadth of this elections. We are touching base with all of them at this point of time. We've got Nandita joining us from Jammu, Aditya joining us from Bhopal. We've got Yogesh Kumar Sheetal joining us from that belt in Maharashtra, and all three joining us this evening. Let me first come to you, Yogesh. Good evening, Yogesh. Yogesh, how would you see this elections play out, especially Maharashtra? Are the voters spoiled for choice, considering you've got two Shiv Senas, two NCPs and two national parties in the fray?
A very good evening, Anil. You have rightly underlined the key point, basically the split between the Shiv Sena and NCP. That is going to play a very significant role in this election, especially in these regions. There are 8 seats, 5 seats in Vidarbha region, that is Akola, Buldhana, Amravati, Yavatmal and Wardha. On the other end, there are 3 seats in Marathwada region, basically Parbhani, Hingoli and Nanded. Now coming to all 8 seats, these 8 seats are going to be, to be kind of litmus test for the Shiv Sena, basically, because recently we have seen how Shiv Sena is split. And out of these 8 seats, 7 seats were secured in 2019 by BJP and undivided Shiv Sena. This is the time when we know Shiv Sena has been divided into Shiv Sena Old, Shiv Sena UBT and Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde. Now the only seat that was not won by the NDA, which was a combination of BJP and undivided Shiv Sena, was the Amravati seat, where this time Navneet Rana is contesting on BJP nomination. Earlier in 2019, she contested this seat as an independent candidate. So apart from this factor, there are multiple other factors, like we have recently seen that how in Nanded, Shankarrao Chauhan, the bastion of basically Congress party, since Ashok Chauhan shifted to BJP, the entire political landscape has changed accordingly. So this is also, it remains to be seen that how interesting this election is going to be witnessed, basically, because Maharashtra is also lined up for the assembly election at the end of this year. So definitely the result will also show the strength of all the parties, basically the Shiv Sena, both Shiv Sena and both NCPs. NCP led by Sharad Chandra Pawar and NCP led by Ajit Pawar. Apart from this, coming to other issues, basically the agenda, basically in these regions, we know the agrarian issues are already there, but apart from that, rail infrastructure, road infrastructure, other development projects like Vande Bharat train and also farmer related schemes that are also going around the corner. At the same time, sympathy is also going to play a key role, because what we have realized where we roamed across the various constituencies, what we are given to understand that there are sentiments that will definitely play some role in some of the constituencies, and the silent wave of sympathy can fragment the entire thing. And also one important, before I conclude, see the Vanchit Bahujan Aghadi led by Prakash Ambedkar, they are contesting on total 40 seats out of 48 seats in Maharashtra. In these 8 seats, there are 7 seats where their candidates are already fielded, and it will definitely be playing a big role, because in 2019 Prakash Ambedkar had contested on 2 seats, one Akola and one Solapur, and he lost both the seats. At the same time, he also ensured that even Congress candidates could not secure their victory. So we can see it can be predicted that the fragmentation of the votes can also play a very decisive role in all these seats. Over to you, Anil.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Yogesh, there for joining us. Let me shift focus to our correspondent Nandita joining us from Jammu. Nandita, quick thought, especially on the challenge that the candidate in Jammu and Kashmir, in Jammu faces, Jugal Kishore Sharma, 2-time MP. What's the mood there on the ground? You are there on the ground. Give us a sense of what we can anticipate.
Yes. Good evening, Anil. Jugal Kishore Sharma, who is the candidate from the BJP, fighting a direct battle with the Congress's Raman Bhalla. He faces the challenge that any 2-time incumbent MP faces, which is apart from that anti-incumbency, there is also some disgruntlement in the Jammu voters about some recruitment scams which happened in the local government. Also, the rising power bills are a factor which could play. But the BJP candidate, Mr. Bhalla, is banking on the ideological, winning the ideological battle of the hearts of the people after the consecration of the Ram temple in Ayodhya. And he's saying that several infrastructure projects have connected the villages on the border with Pakistan, from the IB in Samba, etc., to Jammu with very well constructed roads and bridges. So that is something that he would be banking on. About 17 lakh voters in this constituency, Jammu constituency, which this Lok Sabha seat comprises of 3 districts of Samba, Riyasi and Jammu. Jammu is of course urban constituency. Majority of the people are literate and usually are not below the poverty line, are in a very well placed socially and economically. So it is these issues of infrastructure, cleanliness that will play a factor. Also, the BJP wants to drive home the point that they built a railway track from Jammu to Katra, launching or initiating a train directly from Jammu to Katra, which is the roadhead or the gateway to the Mata Vaishno Devi shrine, which is revered across India by all Hindus. And so this constituency, which consists of 81% Hindus, Raman Bhalla would actually be banking on Prime Minister Modi's appeal a lot for contesting it for the third time.
Well, Nandita, I'm just going to ask you to hold your thoughts. This is election season and there's too much of number crunching that we all do. I think, the Raman Bhalla is the Congress candidate there in the election fray. And Jugal Kishore Sharma is the BJP candidate from Jammu. Well, an interesting battle on the cards there in Jammu. Let's shift focus to Rajasthan, where after this particular phase, the elections would be over in the state. And Vishal has been there, in this hot summer covering elections for us. Vishal, good evening. Vishal, give us a sense, as Rajasthan's poll battle ends, and, this particular election coming close to the heels of the assembly elections, how was the fervor and how was the enthusiasm, especially when it comes to the big election, the parliamentary elections of India?
Well, a very good evening to you, Anil. Yes, you rightly said that after assembly elections, which we had in November last year, this is the general elections. But normally, the BJP has been doing very good as far as 2 Lok Sabha elections are concerned, 2014, 2019, and there has always been a direct contest between Congress and BJP. But Anil, I've been traveling for quite some time, and this time there's a bit change in picture. Surprisingly, Congress is doing very well in comparison to the last 2 elections. Ashok Gehlot and Sachin Pilot, the rivalry costed the Gehlot government the assembly elections, but this time they seem to have united, and they, as a combined force, they are doing pretty well in some pockets, especially in the eastern Rajasthan. When we talk about Kota, where I am, Kota has always been known for its factory, Kota factory. Earlier it was the JK, and now it is the students from all over the country who come here for their pre-medical and engineering tests, and Kota is now very well known. But the big issue is that the 2-time MP Om Birla is facing challenge from his old colleague, Prahlad Gunjal, who was earlier in BJP. He lost the assembly elections on the ticket of BJP, and now he has joined hands with Congress party. So quite an interesting battle as far as Kota is concerned. But the main issue is that despite Kota Kota has always been an industrial town and it is doing very well. There is no international airport as far as Kota is concerned. So the issue of international airport is very important, and 13 seats are up for grab in the second round, and that would be over on the 26th. So 25 seats in all from Rajasthan, and it is going to be an interesting battle between Congress and BJP.
Aditya, I'd like you to keep it short. How's the Madhya Pradesh political fever at this point of time as we head into the second phase?
Anil, as far as Madhya Pradesh concerns, as we know that there are 29 seats in Madhya Pradesh. Out of 29 seats, there are 6 seats where voting will be held on 26th. Now, campaign sound is now stopped on 6 p.m. Today. But yes, we can say today Prime Minister Narendra Modi did a mega campaigning in Madhya Pradesh. First, he was in a Sagar, then he was in a Jammu. And a few minutes ago, Prime Minister completed his roadshow in Bhopal. If we talk about the Bhopal roadshow, around 1.5 kilometer roadshow in Bhopal. Roadshow started from the Malviya Nagar to New Market area. huge public are in this shown in this road show. A lot of women's, lot of youth voters, lot of first-time voters are participated in this road show. Prime Minister also gave a the attacking statement against the India Alliance. As we know that tomorrow also Prime Minister will be coming the Morena. And various Congress leaders also doing road shows and public rallies in the various places of Madhya Pradesh. Election Commission also doing the huge preparation for this voting, which will be held 26th. So we can say Election Commission is also trying to increase voting percentage. BJP and Congress is also enthusiastic for this election.
Okay, I'm going to thank all four of you. Take good care of yourself. The election battle has just begun. You still have the length and breadth of India to cover. Thank you, Yogesh, Vishal, Nadita and Aditya for joining us this evening. Well, two studio